And we are live. um, y'all gotta excuse me. Who was having an L.A.R movement still moving? I was just eating pizza and it had a lot of peppers on it, and that probably wasn't a good idea because my mouth is hot right now. Okay, but that's not the point of this video. I'm live right now to just, this is not scripted, and I don't do things scripted anyways. But as you can see by the title, networking while social distancing, right? Some of us, and some of us need to help each other, right? Because of quote unquote social distancing, right? So, in multiple ways, you might need to network with people. What's up, Dusty? Daisha, how you doing? I hope you are okay. I hope you are good. I hadn't. I was wondering what what YouTube ain't even giving me no. If you went, if you uploaded a video, YouTube didn't notify me at all. But Casper was good. You Dusty Devin. You Dusty. Dusty Devin is your name. But network while you're social distancing. And this is what I mean. Um, there's a lot of stores out here, right? Your Walmart, your Targets, your this, that, and the third. Mr. Griffin, what's happening? What's happening? And his Shantina said you not Dusty. Okay, I'm gonna go back and check on your videos, Deja. I will definitely do that and like them and everything. So you got Walmart, you got your grocery store, you got your Target, Trader Joe's, Costco, Sam's Club, this, that, and the third, right? And you have issues if you need stuff. What's up, TD Hutch? Dog, what's popping, fam? You know, and we was wondering, well, how come all the toilet paper gone and all of this gone and all of that gone? Well, people are networking while social distancing. This is why you see, because where I'm at, they put limits on what you can get, how much of anything you could get. And you need to talk to your friends and family if you're in the same city. You know, appreciate it, Chronicles. Because if you actually need something, for the people who actually need something, because I'm still working. You get what I'm saying? So while I'm working, I have to like stop by the grocery store and Walmart just in case. You know, oh, she dusty house. She dusty. Don't help out. She dusty. But the networking I'm talking about is, you know, like I was telling a friend of mine, she had ran out of toilet paper, and I had just by happenstance wound up getting some toilet paper on the day off. And the reason I got it was because I got to the store, to the Walmart that day at about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Well, nine. I got there about 9 o'clock, and one of the 18 wheelers had pulled into the back, so toilet paper was on the truck. Tony, what's happening? Thank God for the internet. T Ray, what's popping? So I happened to just be walking in the Walmart, and they was loading up the toilet paper. But here's the thing: if you don't know this, or if and you got friends and family, and you're not networking with each other, you're not saying, okay, I'm good on this. I'm good on baby wipes are better. But the problem with baby wipes is, and even the wipes that they have, because I got those too, is some people are stupid and they substitute wipes for toilet paper. And if you do too much, you're gonna clog the drain, and you're gonna overflow the toilets and whatnot. Shalom, Goshen. So some people do too much when they use the wipes. You know, they get a little overly zealous with that, and they mess up their own plumbing. But that's a whole nother story. But that's just in case if somebody comes across this. Brian, what's popping? So, like one of my friends, I said it a couple of days ago. One of my friends, one of my coworkers, she was looking for water, and she's like, man, she ain't had that much. She's like, man, I'm running out of water, and and we both were at work, but I literally go to the grocery store instead of going out to fast food restaurants. I've been cheating on that recently because I got hungry, but they had a line, police, and all that. And I walk in there, And what do I see? They're actually putting water out. So what did I do? I can only get 2. So I got two gallons of water, and then went back to the job instead of going out back to my job before I went out and worked. And I dropped the stuff off to her. She's like, how you do that? I was like, well, they unloaded it now. So if you need to get 2 more, you can get 2 more because I went. And they're not gonna recognize you because you didn't go. So you can wind up with 4 that day, right? But you gotta jump on it. And that's the thing. Thug, people flush wipes, dog. And people use wipes like toilet paper and flush them and clog up they toilet. Yeah, tell them again, like, but people don't know that. If you're not on McGregor, because I got friends on around there. I got friends further out in Dickinson. I got friends, Sugarland, Mo City, in my area. I got friends, Third Ward, not just Third Ward, by the museum, by the African American joint, across the street from Soul Food Vegan. I just went there and I forgot where it's at. I don't know you. We not friends. And I can't get all the way to Bellwood. What's up, Lakers? Foster, what's happening? Well, you know what's up out here then, Thug, because I'm out here. But that's the thing, like, you got a network. I had asked, like I said, somebody looked out for me a couple of days ago. I had asked for something. It's like, man, I really need X, Y, Z. And she said, man, well, have you ever been such and such? I'm like, nah. And while I was at work, she got it for me. So today when I was at work, she was looking for something. I got it for her, and we met up and just made a swap or whatever, and it made an exchange. What's up, Mr. E? And, the same thing happens with my homeboys. Like, ironically, like I keep weapons, right? But ironically, just by happenstance, one of my coworkers had a knife, but it was actually handcrafted, handmade. I was like, yo, where you get that from? He told me how to get it or whatever. So instead of trying to look for it right now, I just gave him the money, and I'm gonna get the knife. It may come in handy. Who knows, right? What's up, Mr. E? But there are things out here that you might need that some place might have it and some place might not. And it's, I'm not gonna make this a super long live, I don't think. But the other thing about that was, and I'm gonna go back to the supplies in a second. But that's the same thing with jobs. Like, people are looking for jobs right now. And this is where we gotta, I'm looking like a drug dealer. This is where some people, both Mr. E's was popping. But this is where people are slacking, because some people at home, working from home, and they cool. And some people aren't working at all. And they're not certain that they'll be working when this is over with. So you got to take this into consideration, that you might want to network and see if you can get a job if you don't have one. You know what I'm saying? Hit 20 days. Oh, man, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that horror movie. Because I don't even watch horror movies like that, but I know exactly what you're talking about. So if you got friends, okay, we hiring, or we probably going to be hiring when this is over. We're going to need some extra help when it's over. Or we going, people going to get laid off because of this, that, and the third. Because like my mother, for instance, right? She has a job where you can work from home. Well, she's working from home right now. But me and her had a conversation about it, and I was like, some people are gonna get laid off from where you work at, because people, when they're on jobs and they playing games and being lazy and like milking overtime and milking the clock. Now when these people are at home and they can see that they actually can get a job done, then they're gonna get mad. Like, wait a minute, you've been playing me this whole time. Because now you can work from home efficiently, but when you're in this building with us, you're inefficient. And people think, okay, they might be able to pimp that into maybe I could just work from home. No, a lot of people gonna be getting laid off because when you are, if you can only be efficient at home, they don't want you in the building. You know, that's what was going what's about to go down, because when I'm saying networking while social distancing, excuse me, because that damn pizza's still getting at me, them peppers. Um, you got to take into consideration what's not what's going on right now, because the vast majority of us weren't prepared for a quote unquote. What's up, Michael? The vast majority of us weren't prepared for a pandemic or epidemic or this, that, and the third, right? Wasn't prepared for that. But while some people, like you got some people scrambling to get things, and still scrambling to get things, what's happening, Roger? They're just not good people. But while they're scrambling to get things, you need to network, because you gotta don't just prepare for what's going on today or the next few days. You might want to start preparing for what's going to go on in the next few months, because this few weeks or maybe a month of trying to squash all of this stuff, you know, there's going to be a rollover into that. You know what I'm saying? Got you. Hold up, hold up. I got friends that are personal trainers, but hold on, fam. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on this joint right now, because I have a habit now of getting too busy and forgetting that I'm supposed to be doing something. So hold on. United Fitness. Give me a second, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me for this. My apologies up front. Okay. Da-da-da. Now, part of this is also that we're in this joint. So I'm guessing. Okay. I think I'm on this. Did I like this page? Oh, because it's bookings and everything. Okay. Got you. Now I gotta figure out. Yeah. Got you, fam. Miss Gigi, what's going on? Good. I'm first and foremost, hold up. Thank you, fam. Miss Gigi, what's happening? Mm-hmm. Get it done. Get it done. You gonna make something. You gonna make something shake, as they used to say back in the day in New Orleans. You gonna make it work. That's what that means. Natalie, what's happening? Killmonger, what's going on? So here's the thing, because people, like when I woke up this morning, I did a little home workout, right? And I got on my phone, and that's when I noticed that, what was that? Shoot. They had the little thing about the Cheesecake Factory saying they won't be able to pay their rent in April. And it made me think about this. You got businesses basically saying they live in a paycheck to paycheck. So, and if something like this happened, even businesses won't be able to survive. And we understand that about small business, right? We don't think that about big business change. Because Cheesecake Factory, like that and the Grand Lux is the same restaurant. If people know or don't know. Same company, right? So if the Cheesecake Factory can't pay the rent in April, I'm trying to figure out how they have rent anyways, but whatever. But then the Grand Lux probably can't pay rent, right? So some of these businesses are either going to be in the red to the point that they may close, or they yeah, but that's one of those things. They go, the traffic is interesting. The gas prices went down. The country loves that, but you might want to network, you know, Because what's going on right now, how you doing, Hot Lips? You know I gotta rock with it. We love listening to the classic great jams. But network, like talk to your family, talk to your friends, talk to the people that you even just have business relationships with in the city, because this might be the time where you can barter or do somebody a favor, and that favor could be repaid to you later on down the line. Later down the line, you ain't even gotta sweat it right now, because you don't know who you might be looking out for. Because let me tell you something, like there are a lot of elderly people, right? Because the old folks home won't let people in because of because they don't want you to possibly give an old person your germs, and if you wind up having that quote unquote virus or whatever, and then the old folks get it and it spreads to each other, and then they get sick, and God forbid, whatever happens. But if you can do something that helps somebody who's in that area, that field, cool. Or you can do something that helps a family get supplies to their grandparent or parent who's in a home. Common, most people will pay you back for that. I know we have a lot of people right now who are you're going to see some people get selfish and self-centered. That's an American trait, a human trait, but we take self-centered, we put that on steroids in this country. But the reason I'm talking about that is because if you learn, take care of yourself first. And, first self-preservation is the law of the land. So take care of you first. Make sure you're straight. That's why like earlier, I had, not earlier today, but previously I had did a thing about what to get. If you can't find water, excuse that. If you can't find water, get you a water filter. You know what I'm saying? Boil water. That's for a reason. So you can take care of yourself first. Pay your bills. Because what I'm seeing is, the places to pay bills, some of them are open and some of them are not. You know what I mean? Because I tried to go pay my cell phone bill one day and it was closed, and the next day it was open. I tried to pay, because I got, you got to pay stuff online. You might not be able to call and use the phone to pay. You might not be able to go somewhere and pay. I'm just saying. And the reason I'm saying what I'm saying is because if you're not networking with people and not giving other people information and alternatives to do stuff, they might be stuck. Like I made red beans and rice Sunday. I make a pot, but there's no reason for me to make a pot because it's just me. God dog, these peppers kicking my ass still. But I froze it and I'm gonna get that to somebody. They can eat off of that. I got a lot of beans and rice in here, so I'm gonna survive for a while if it's just eating beans and rice. But it's the network, like, hey, whatever, yeah. It's your dustiness, Devin. Your dustiness is making me want to cough. Because Dusty Devin, oh, it messed up my throat because I done ate all these jalapenos in this daggone pizza. Anyway, networking. Because I don't think people are realizing that other groups of people are networking with their supplies. This is why things are gone immediately. Immediately. And I was thinking about it while I was working today. I saw a sister in the grocery store and they wound up getting toilet paper today at the grocery store. This woman bought, I don't think she just bought it for herself. It was a black lady, black sister. She was fine though. She was fine. She had a big old, anyway, but it looks like she had bought some for her and some for somebody else too, because it just happened to happen while she was at the store. So I'm sure she was looking out for somebody. So now you got to look out for other people too. They say you can't get it together in large gatherings. Somebody might have to, a few people might have to grill on a weekend and give some people some leftovers. No, I wasn't lying when I said buy a turkey, a turkey, a whole turkey, a whole chicken, a turkey legs, a turkey breast, because that could last you. I got one in the freezer. But what if somebody might need it? I still got enough food to last me without doing stuff like that. So guess what? You got a network. Somebody say I'm running low. Hey, well, I got you for a couple of, I can give you this, and you can last for a couple of days or whatever, and you be good. Network. Because let me tell you one thing that was pretty much gone. And I didn't realize until somebody said it. Vitamin C. The vitamin C is gone. At first, people weren't even thinking about it. All the orange juice is still left. All the lemonade is still left. But I didn't realize if you go to the vitamin aisle, the vitamin C was gone. Man, whatever. I ain't worried about you, Dusty. So things like that. I saw a little clip today, and I don't know how true it is. They said don't use ibuprofen because it'll make the situation worse if you use it. Use what is it, acetaminophen or something like that. Basically, what's the ingredient that I want to say that's in like NyQuil, Dayquil, Theraflu, that, not ibuprofen, no Advils, no aspirins, nothing like that, right? And I don't know why people would use aspirins for a cold or flu symptoms. I have no idea, but whatever. But the fever, only use Tylenol, okay. But have some Tylenol just in case. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody might need it. You might need it, but what if somebody else needs it? People wonder why are liquor stores still essential and why are they still open? Well, what do you think liquor does for you? If if you have contaminated water, liquor helps with that. If you need a anesthesia, that's what liquor is for. If you don't have any kind of sanitizer, guess what liquor is for? That's why liquor stores are still open. It's not just to get drunk, it's the other properties of it. So you got a network of people say, okay, we got vodka, but right now we're not turning up on this vodka. It ain't gonna be just Ciroc days and Ciroc weekends just because we can go to the liquor store. No, you might have to use that for something. You actually might have to use that for something else, to disinfect something. You get what I'm saying? Look out for other people. Network while you doing this social distance. I'm not really tripping on vitamin C, and I never talked about it. Yeah, exactly. T right, boil water for T Michael. What you say? Yeah. Tell them again. This is where we're at, where people are not thinking about this holistically. Like you might have an abundance of something that you can actually trade off for somebody else. Some people might have a bunch of masks and plastic and gloves and whatnot. You might need that. Your friends might say, hey, listen, I'm not really going out like that, but I got like a couple of masks in the house. Because you got people who do like housework, medical work or whatever, and they all got masks. You get what I'm saying? And they had them prior to this. So they might be able to hook you up. Gloves, that might be a different story. But network and see what everybody got. Because everybody don't need everything that they got. Everybody doesn't need every last thing that they bought. They're buying in bulk and abundance to have stuff, but they don't necessarily need all this stuff. They might have skipped over things that they need. People are buying stuff on Amazon right now. And that's why I talked about that other the We Buy Black. Let me see. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get on it right now. Because if you need stuff, We Buy Black probably has it. Because I don't think a lot of people I don't think a lot of people got on the website and bought anything. Like, look, okay, health and beauty, whatever. Health and beauty, yeah, 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 yeah. So, hair care, grooming, oral care, bath and body, like this stuff is still here. Hold up. Because you got deodorant, skincare, bath accessories. Yeah, because I got some extra soap today. I'm looking at up this stuff for a reason while I'm doing this. I probably should have did it and posted it, but that's me being stupid. So forgive me. But you know, two brushes, that stuff is still there. You can still get them. Mouthwash, you can still get it. Some people might need stuff like shaving stuff. You might need that still. I think they still got it though, but these things are gonna start running out because people are just gonna start paying attention to other things. Hold up. Because I'm looking for it right now. Yeah, like, okay. Ultra cosmetic, right? Let me see. Look at this. Okay. So, my bad. I was doing this for a reason. This is the We Buy Black, right? This is toilet paper on We Buy Black. And it's still available. It's still available for $12. Like, it's on there now. It's gonna get shipped to you. So if you're running out of something, you can still get on sites like that. My bad, Darren. What's popping? That's exactly. They might have a sanitizer. This is because we talk about supporting black businesses and black people, but this is a perfect opportunity to get something for yourself. Hey, shit, what's going on? And that you might not be able to get somewhere else. Let me see. Yeah, hand sanitizer. So let's see. Let's see. Free shipping. I'm trying to see if they still have it. Okay, that so they own the site because that hand sanitizer is out of stock. But let me see if they got another one because they if the other ones are too, rather natural hand sanitizer because it's two different ones. Uh-oh. You can add this one to the cart, so it's still in stock. Hold on. I'm trying to see, trying to make sure. Yep. Let me see. This one is what? Gardeners. I'm gonna wait till it focus in. Uh-oh, come on. Gardener's Garden. And I guess it's new or whatever. But this type of stuff people gotta know. Like, I know what it is. Black Sea, thank you. You got a network in a time like this. Yeah, I got hydrogen peroxide in the house. I ran out of doggone alcohol, but like here's the other thing. But if you got a first aid kit, you still can use some of those things in that first aid kit. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to use some of that stuff. This is where people trip about things. What's up, Al? My bad. And thank you for what you said there. Yeah, I know. I was talking to a friend of mine about the zinc too. Like this is what I mean by networking. Like tell people what you can have and need in the event that things get worse or you run out of things. You know what I'm saying? Let people know, okay, do this, and this. Because I wasn't really tripping about vitamin C because I got an orange tree in the backyard. I wasn't even thinking about it. Like, I don't really need to go looking for vitamin C because I got oranges. Like, there you go. But for me, that's not the norm. You know what I'm saying? That's not the norm. And so what winds up happening is me and our friends we talking and stuff, and people are starting to realize like same thing with people who tripping and started loading up on ammo. I'm glad I already had ammo or have ammo, because you can't get it per se. And the same people who was buying guns the last 8 to 10 years, you know, yeah, it is one the same people who's buying guns this 8 to 10 years, you know, they got the ammo too. CMOS tablets, there you go. Because what we're doing is we're not getting people prepared for what's going next. And I'm not really concerned about what's going on right now, to be perfectly honest. You don't really see me tripping because honestly, um, I know how to figure things out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and plus, I'm in the South. I'm in Houston. It was 91 today and 90 degrees yesterday. No, 90 yesterday, 91 the day before. That was like 88 today. I think something like that. But it's getting hot. So here's the thing. I'm gonna be sweating. So if I even got any type of cold, I'm gonna be sweating it out. You know, exactly. People need to get because I talked about getting a garden going already because this is what you probably gonna need now. You probably gonna need a way to, and I'm fortunate because my plum tree really hasn't bear any fruit because it's still very young. My orange tree, I've had it for years, but ironically, it started bearing fruit in the last 2 years. So I've had it for at least 5 or 6, because I had it when it was little in a pot. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's a perfect time to have, great timing, right? But this is one of those things that's going on. Like, be prepared to network with people because you might have to say, if you got access to ammo, you might be able to trade off some ammo for something else because you could barter for a little while because this is what I'm talking about. What's next? Food is currency. I don't think this stuff is going to last forever because even China's bouncing back from it, but they have another little virus coming or whatever. But start preparing for the next thing because other people are dealing with what's going on right now, but they're really preparing for the next thing. What's going to happen after this? Because I'm not sold that everything is just going to, is going to go back to like it was. It's probably going to be close to it, but not like it was. Because people are going to deal with this experience differently are going to think to themselves, okay, if they're on the bad end of this stick, they're like, this is never going to happen to me again. You get what I'm saying? So society is going to change. I see people are acting like, they can't be at home and it's driving them crazy to be at home and they need to be out. They need to be out. Some of them people, they're weaning off of that. Like, you know what? It's really not that serious. I was, ironically, because I was supposed to cook, I wound up getting a pizza, and the people that in the pizza joint was like, because I said, look, man, I'm glad y'all at work, and it was like, yeah, and we had the conversation. I told them I'm at work too, and it was like, at least we have a job, and I'm like, yeah, I get that. And the crazy part is people made so much fun of people who work in service industry, fast food, or restaurants. You didn't really, you look down on people because they don't make that much money, but you see how important these people are. The people that work in a grocery store, I met a lady at the grocery store today. She was like, you're essential too. You're an essential person. I'm like, no, you more essential than me because we all got to eat. you know, but they don't make as much money as I do per se. You get what I'm saying? So, but the thing about it is, you start looking at the industry differently in a situation like this. You start thinking to yourself, listen, if you looking for a job, go in this industry. Because now that we seeing what industry's working, you know, I got you. I got you. Hold on, Eric. You know, New York, right? And now we're looking at what industries can last and how industries can last in a crisis. Because if you know the industries that last during a crisis, you know something. Like, you see how important truckers are now. You see how important people who work on the railroads are now. You see how important your doctors and your nurses are now. You see how important your cops are now. You get what I'm saying? You see how important the people in the grocery store are now. Like, you know, I had went to Whataburger like two times in the last 3 days. I don't even eat meat like that, but I gotta work, so I need something to eat. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the grocery store gets a little, Walmart. So hey, gotta get something. You understand how important these people are. And you can look at these businesses differently for in the future. How important the people are that work at the gas station. You know, even though the price of gas went down, you're seeing people driving from here, there, everywhere, just to hopefully find some supplies. Oh man, that is hella great timing, CJ. Hella great timing. I don't know how you ain't important. You ain't important, Dad. But read the book. You know what? Let me do that. Because that's, yeah, like I still got the jars myself, Al. About, I got mason jars. I used to make how can I say this? I was kind of making my own liquors at a time, because people think it's difficult to make liquor, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's really not. So I had them in the mason jars. That shit is strong as shit, though. Jesus. Like, I was making hooch. Never again. You know. Hey. Hey, Al, take that last one down. I don't want nobody giving you any kind of trouble, because I don't know what state you in, player. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that one. I don't want you to put yourself out there unless you in like California or something like that. You know, no, fam, I am not on that moonshine. The last time I did it was years ago. It was the last one I made was a blackberry and a cherry. And that time it really wasn't moonshine. That's how I know. I was like, that's enough. I made a blackberry gin and a cherry whiskey. And that was so strong, it took years to drink. And it was just an amazing job. But that's a whole nother thing. You know. Yeah, exactly. People see how Blue Collar Brothers is. It is yeah, that should be it be strong. But this is where we at. You know, look now, those jobs that you might look down on and think, I'm doing this. Now you see what's important. Like if things go left, you see, because a lot of, let's be honest, when you say there are businesses that this country needs, regardless whether it's working booming or whether it's in a crisis, there's certain industries this country needs regardless. Here's the thing, though. Those people are most at risk right now. Not all you people at home. So the people who are providing you all of these services and who are still providing all these services, they're the ones most at risk. So it's a double-edged sword. These are the industries that's going to always keep this country rolling, but these are also the industries that in a time of crisis might be the most, can also put you in the most adverse position. I say Jerome in the house. What's up, Jerome? Thanks, man. Cause see, Jerome ain't gonna have no. his perm ain't gonna be right. That's not essential. Just because he used to have a doo-wop group. The doo-wop group ain't got time to sing. It's got other stuff to do. But we need to learn how to network right now. And not just networking online looking for the opposite sex, but you need to learn how to network with people. You know what I'm saying? Right. Oh, Fork, you like that though. What's up, Omega? Is it wait till you know it is. You know it is, Erica. You know it is. But this is, let's get like, I'm seeing people talking about stocks right now. Network, get in those conversations, because people who've been investing, a lot of people lost money, right? So now you're about to see the stocks that are most important in a crisis, and you're about to see the stocks that speculation inflated. So now that these things lost a gang of money, if you have the excess money, you can invest buying these stocks, and when this situation clears out and everybody goes back to work, those stocks go shoot back up. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? What's up, Mahogany? Those stocks are gonna shoot back up. So when people, oh man, I lost this, that, and the third today. You lost it right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna lose it, for good. But in this time, yeah, it's a loss. It's definitely a loss. But it lets you look at the quote unquote financial market and say, you know what? What's needed in this financial market? What's the most important thing in this financial market? When we got a crisis, Rolexes ain't that important, are they? Shout out to the super chat. Tell them again, Omega, because I think even Apple stock went down. The phone's important, all the iTunes and all that. That's not really important right now. It seems important at first because but it's not important. The video game systems, it seems important, but it's not really that important right now. It makes sense that they're more important because you got more time on your hands, but it's really not going to put food on the table. People are going to run out of the excess funds to participate in these leisurely items. Like we have an economy that is predicated on a lot of leisurely spending. The leisurely spending is stopping. It's slowing down right now. What's up, Miss Jazzy? So get to talk to people about, okay, what's next? Because I guarantee you, I don't even know, but I bet you these ammo companies stock is going through the roof. I bet you these Beretta, what is it? I was about to say Bellini, but it's Benelli. I want to say it's Benelli. Mossberg, I'm sure they stock is shooting up because people buying everything. Oh, you're gonna get it back. You're gonna get it back. But this is the time to they say buy low, sell high. Crisis makes everything go low. Like look at how much, ironically, look how much oil went down. Now you can, what is the cost of a barrel of oil right now? Matter of fact, I'm gonna Google that right now. Because I think Fantastic talked about that. You got to give people props when they talk about stuff that makes a hell of a lot of sense. Barrel of oil price. Okay. Barrel of oil price right now is $44. $44. So let's see what the high was. The high was around the 50s. So, but right now it's been dropping since. Wait. No. Take that back. Take that back. The current price is $32. $32. WTI crude 32 is down $8.70. Bent crude is $35.75. It's down $9.52. Natural gas is down, but not that much because it's natural gas. 0.063. So, uh, OPEC is down 25 cents. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is what's going on. We need to look at stuff like this to prepare for the future, not just for this day. Right, Corona doesn't pay the bills. I feel you. You don't get it? Hold up. Hey, Omega Dress, thanks, fam. Hold on. Okay, why people buy guns in a crisis is because if all else fails, or people assume all else fails, or when people run out of stuff, people will run in your house. People run in your house. People run in your apartment. If I ain't got no more food, or I ain't got no, if I don't have any more necessities, I'm going to see who's around me who has necessities, and I'm going to go get them. That's why people buy guns. Because I just need you to prepare for the fact that, when you think about it like this, Mahogany, there are people who have money and there are people who don't. And what would if I have to take something from you to have something, where am I going to go first? I'm going to go see where all the people are spending their money to get the stuff that they get. So I can't rob you at a Walmart parking lot, or in a Walmart, or in a Target, or in a Sam's Club, or in a Costco. Well, you know what I can do? I can rob you if I see you getting in bags to your house. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a scary thought. Oh, okay. Well, remote work is trending. But people are doing that. Like, because that's the one thing people are not. People are asking for toilet paper. People are asking for food. People are asking for water. People may ask you for fruits, vegetables, alcohol, whether it be rubbing alcohol or even actual alcohol. But, ain't nobody going to ask for no gun because they know that's not what they're going to get. Somebody's not going to, if somebody have a bunch of guns and you family and you need one and they got you like that, they got that. But if you're not family or friend, even if you are family and friend, that person really loves you, because that might be a gun that saves your life if things went left. I don't think things are going to go left, but they could. Right, scarcity. But this is what's been going on. Why did I just do that? I still got this pepper on my damn hands. Shit. Okay. But that's where we at. I think that too, Thug. Like, people don't realize. Hold up. People don't realize you better get more. Well, it's too late to get a couple rounds, but you know what? Say it's a couple rounds. But people don't realize guns are not an ultimate protection. I think, like, guns are a backup. But, what you really need is to be low key. That's what you really need. Spiritual, man. What's happening, fam? I was looking at your video on Instagram earlier. I was looking at that on Instagram. But guns are a form of protection. The thing about it is, don't put yourself in a bad position. Be conscious of where you're at and what you're doing. And that's what I mean by networking. If you network, you can really stay out of it can make it easy for you to not be in a bad situation. Because if you network and while you social distancing, you can call somebody, you can you can FaceTime somebody, you could DM somebody, send somebody a text message, anything, and then y'all could work hand to hand, individual to individual. You know what I'm saying? They can send you information on this, that, and the third. I'm over here. This is what's going on. I do this for you. You over there. That's what's going on. You do that for me. And this is how people could work. And then you meet, switch, be out. You know what I'm saying? These type of things. Because, like, I was working a day and I thought to myself, like what you was talking about, Mahogany, like the guns, like, say people need water, right? And I was in a neighborhood, and the guy had his garage door up, and by the door it was just water. And I was thinking to myself, if people are really in a dire situation, you just chilling out here and letting people see all into your garage and your stack of water will get you got. Will get you got. Because you're not thinking that that's you're making it look like I got so many supplies that I got to put them in my garage. So somebody's like, oh, you got way more in the house if you got enough all this stuff outside. You know, if you get surrounded, yeah. But that's the thing out here. Get right with the Lord. Look, the Lord can't save you from these guns, girl. You know what I'm saying? With 70% of Americans working from home, you know what? I've been thinking about that too. Because that is another part of business that some businesses going to be like, why am I renting out this space if I am just as efficient with all my employees at home? But see, that's the only bad part about that is the IT department is going to figure out, they're going to have to figure out what happens when you fire a person. Because to get people to work from home, they got to be plugged into the system, and you got to give them the passwords and all this, that, and the third. And some people are petty. So you fire somebody, they'll still have the passwords and stuff, log into the system and try to create some havoc. It's just stupid, Well, I feel you on that, Spirit Light Hulk. But if they say, I ain't never going to trust this country unarmed people. Just never going to happen. I'm just going to, at that particular point, I'm going to pack my guns in my car. I'm headed to Mexico. Because I can't trust it. Can't trust it. Give me a little boat, roll my way to Cuba. We doing it for, no, this country owns too many guns for that anyways, though. Like this country, America has more guns combined than people. It's what, 350 Americans. It's probably about 400 million guns out here. So that's the hilarious part. No, I don't have like 20 guns. That's too much. Matter of fact, let me share some networking information about even firearms. Don't buy something because, okay, I used to go to the gun shows, right? Because you can get, guns if you buy them cash for a good price. Sometimes at gun shows, particular types of guns, if you're looking for certain types. But here's the thing. Don't buy a gun that you can't carry without getting tired. People and the vast majority of Americans are out of shape and overweight. So when you buying, this is why they have like the ARs, like off that M16 model, whatever you want to call it, M4s or whatever. They're like 6 pounds now. They're easy to carry. They're easy to run with. You know what I'm saying? They're easy to maneuver with. But when you got people out here buying these big ass guns and they heavy, they're out of shape. So what if you gotta, if worse came to worse and you gotta run a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, 5 miles with this big ass gun on you, you don't know what that's like. And for a person like me, and a lot of guys understand this, if you play football, and a lot of people don't understand this concept. If you play football as a youth, teenager, young man, grown man, whatever, right? The first thing you got to get used to is the weight of the helmet and the shoulder pads, because it's gonna mess with your breathing at first. Because the shoulder pads, you got to tie them on your chest, and it messes with you, and they have that extra, 10 to 15 pounds on you, and running with, that's an issue. That's the issue. Thank you. Pack light. So that, you got to have a gun that can roll with you, the ammo that can roll with you. And by the way, don't, get a gun that actually has a lot of, Don't get a, if you don't have, most people don't have aim, and you don't have aim, get aim under fire. Do not get a gun with a few shots in it because you ain't got good aim. You know, you're gonna have to have multiple clips, but you gotta be strategic in what you're doing. Buy a gun that fits you. And what I mean by fits you, not fits your size, fits your strengths. You know what I'm saying? Buy something that's weight appropriate. Don't buy, like, I told this story about being thanks, please don't get a high 0.9. You know, I told this story about going to a gun show. Yeah, it is a gun show. And they had this big dude, this big brother there, and he had this dirty Harry ass pistol. And in my mind, I was thinking to myself, like, that's a big dope gun. But on the other hand, I was thinking to myself, he'll never win a gunfight. Because he was like 6'4", and his holster was like this fucking long. So you actually get into a gunfight and a gun battle, he got to do this shit. Like, because to pull a gun out, he had to be like all the way out here just to get the shit all the way out the holster. Don't get a gun like that. That shit seems good when you can get it all the way out, aim it, and yeah, that's one thing. But do you understand how long it takes to get out? Get a gun that's quick to get out. A gun that's quick to get out and that you can shoot. You know, bang, 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 bang. Not got your ass now. That's too, no, it takes too goddamn long. Don't you ever do no shit like that. You know? But that's just, you know, a part of the, you know, protect yourself. Personally, I like 9mm. They made them good now. Like, you know, people like 40 cal, 45. 45s normally have less bullets. 40 and 9, depending on the type of gun, you can probably get the same amount of bullets, but they hit just the same now. They really do. Like a 9 and a 40 hit just the same now. So really, you know, technology is a bitch. It's so bad that they make 9mm automatic weapons. You know what I'm saying? So, and 9mm bullets are just everywhere. Easy. That's one of the easiest bullets you can get. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're running around looking for a 20 gauge. That's different. You know, like sometimes 223s, 5.56, depends. You know, 38 shells, maybe, but you don't have time. Like 38, 5-6 shots, that's a problem. What's up, Sister George? It is crazy either way. Because, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I told my mother this. I said, you know, for this to be like a flu and we're tripping about it, my personal thought about how I think about things is, I mean, maybe the country is actually preparing for a soft target attack and they need everybody in the house. And this is kind of a good way to do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's just the way I think. You know, because it could be, you know, it could be we got to watch people from getting sick because people are dying or whatever, right? Or it could be, hey, this country gonna get hit with something, so we got to keep as many people indoors as possible because we got to figure out what's coming and where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, that's what I look at it as. But that's why I say just don't be prepared for this, be prepared for later. Because people aren't, you got to be prepared for what you don't see. Think about what you don't say and what might happen that you don't even think about. What's up, Sus, man? Yeah, that's what you know what I'm talking about. Like that, this is what's going on. Like, be prepared. You know, everything could, I don't think like 9/11, when 9/11 happened, people were tripping. Country ain't never been the same since 9/11. Most of us like when 9/11 happened, I was in college. I was on the campus. I remember a girl was like, "Oh my God, the buildings are they're going down. The planes could be falling down everywhere." And I'm looking at it like, we had an HBCU. I was like, I'm at Texas Southern. Ain't nobody flying a plane in the Texas Southern. I just hate to break the news to you. We good. They hit New York. You think they just get Houston in 2000 and what is it, 2001, 2004, something like that? No, it wasn't going to do that. Now it could be a different story. That's why you lock down California. It's a target. You lock down New York. It's a target. Get what I'm saying? Those cities are targets. You might lock down the cities that have nuclear plants. They're targets. You know? Uh-oh. They're target areas. So that's just my opinion. And by the way, like, while you're doing this social distancing thing, I'm glad I see people working on their health, but it's kind of weird to say you socially distancing, and I see all y'all in the park jogging together. That don't even make sense. Like I'm gonna get up tomorrow morning to go jogging, but normally, and this happened before all of this, nobody's on jogging but me in the morning. Because I'm like as soon as the sun's up, I'm out. Cities with ports and yeah, that type of thing. What's up, Marcus? My bad, fam. What? I know people want to get the economy back, but this ain't checking, man. My bad, checking. Great, what's happening? Exactly. You have to drive all the way to Fifth Ward. Like that's what I'm saying. Make calls so people could look out for you, so you ain't got to do all that shit. Priscilla Slade, yeah, she was there. That's who was there when I was there. You know, I think she was paying for that young meat, boy, because Slade was she was kind of thick president, but she was living high on the hog, but they tried to flip on her because she was doing it. But it's already known that was like a normal practice with people, presidents of schools. They live in high off the hogs. She was no different, but that's just my opinion. But the thing about it is, maybe she was a little too flashy with it, though. But find network with people, man. Get it together. Get it together. Because like I said earlier, you're gonna have to figure out how to employ yourself after this. Because what's going to be weird is like Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, and all that stuff. That might take a hit for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that might take a hit for a long time. Even though I see people still doing delivery, but I'm not too sure about that. Tyrone, what's happening? The habitual line steppers. Like it's certain professions. I know I can't go to the dentist right now, so it is what it is. And yeah. You know what? Let me calm down for a second, and I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna end soon enough. So for the people who are gonna get this money, right? If you haven't done your taxes yet, use that money to pay your taxes if you owe. You know what I'm saying? Because what's gonna happen, you're gonna get this money, but if you owe taxes and you spend this money during this time and they give you an extension, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got, because I thought about it. What I might wind up doing is I was going to buy an automatic shotgun, or some silver, or just pay off my credit card bill. You know what I'm saying? Like use it for something because I might need that credit card at another account. If I ain't got a child support problem, so that's a whole other thing. Well, hold on. What you got? You said I want my check. I don't think so. And I know what's going to wind up happening. Marcus said I want my check. That's how I look at it. But the other thing about that money, I was just about to say something. Damn it. because I was gonna I'll pay my credit card bill. The other thing, oh, because of the IRS part, you caught me off guard. Houston going under? Not really, not really. See, that's good, but a lot of people didn't do that. A lot of people didn't do that. It's Houston going under. You know, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot of black people gonna say, wait a minute, y'all got money for the stimulus, but y'all was broke when we was talking about reparations. See, part of this stuff is really gonna affect the next election. Because if I'm not mistaken, the Democrats were against the bill. And Democrats were also, the running Democrats were also like, they didn't have an answer for what you're going to do for black people. So this could politically tip the scales to Republicans for a long time. You know, I'm just saying. But this is how we going. Bill Gates trying to block. Damn. Wait a minute. You know, stuff like that with like people like Bill Gates and the things like when people have like these ideas, it let me tell you what it actually tells me, that people actually believe in, how can I say this? People believe, like if a guy like Bill Gates does something like conspiracy theorist type stuff, it lets me know people believe in God and they need to keep whatever power they have going from generation to generation, because either they believe in God or reincarnation, they feel like they're coming back. I'm just saying. He said, uh-oh. He said, I want my check now. You know, so that's the whole thing. But I hope I'm going to get out of here. He said, you know what? And I'm gonna leave that message right there, and I'm gonna get out of here, because that's all I wanted to talk about. Like, network with your family and your friends. That way everybody could make it through this, because that's who you're gonna need. And oh, before I go, there are gonna be people who are gonna try to create relationships now, because they might not have much help. And they don't bring much to the table. It's going to be very difficult for them, because in a crisis, beauty and sex really don't do much. This is I'm just saying, companionship, that's cool, but whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all later. It's cool. Reincarnation is all good, but that's just my opinion. But y'all have a good evening. Now I'm gonna get some more water, because damn, that pepper was kicking my ass. Peace.